Hello, Elly here from Thankful Flow Yoga. Thank you so much for joining me for this strong and stretchy power flow. So today we are going to be moving through quite a dynamic sequence. So I'd recommend that this is more suited to someone with an existing yoga practice. As always, listening to your body and just taking the options that feel right for you and that you think are going to serve you today in this practice. So that may not be every option that I'm offering, it probably won't be, and that's okay. Really connecting to and listening to what you need. So we're going to start in a standing position on the mat. Just bring the arms to the side of the body, and you can close the eyes or send the gaze out in front. And start to bring your awareness into the feet and the toes. Noticing how the ground feels beneath you. Seeing if you can notice the connection between your feet and the earth. Seeing how those foundations beneath you are feeling today. Whether they're feeling strong and solid, or rocky and unstable, or maybe somewhere in between. Starting to step into the observer position. So dwelling in that part of you that lies behind the thinking mind. The observer, the watcher. And start to come into the hands and the fingers, seeing if you can notice any energy, any tingling, any sensations. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck, the face, the jaw. We'll open the eyes back up when you're ready. Hands come to heart center and Jali Mudra. We're going to inhale here, and on the exhale, we're going to bring the arms into cactus and blow the air out through your mouth. So making this circular. So releasing the breath on the exhale. So inhale, we draw the hands into heart center. Exhale, blow out. Inhale, breathing in. Exhale, opening out. Inhale, drawing in. Exhale, blow the air out through the mouth. Last one, inhale, draw in. Exhale, blow the air out. Inhale, bring the hands back into heart center, and then relax the arms to the side of the body. And we're going to inhale, sweep the arms up, and on your exhale, swan dive down. So we're drawing the rib cage in, rounding through the spine, bend through the legs, and roll the body down towards the mat. And then on the inhale, keep the softness in the legs, sweep the arm back, open across the chest. Reach the fingertips back up. So rolling the body down, swan diving down. Inhale, sweeping back up, sweeping the arms around. How can you make this movement a little bit more expressive? Inhale, reaching the arms up and around. Exhale, rolling it back down, softening through the legs. Last one, inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, rolling down. Inhale, sweeping up. And on this exhale, bring the hands through to heart center. Standing now at the top of your mat for Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach the fingertips up, lift your ribs away from your hips. Exhale, folding forwards. Bend the legs as much as you need to. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen through the spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, step the feet back. Inhale, float through into an upward facing dog or a cobra. Exhale, lift the hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Press the hands into your mat, lift the hips away from the ribs. Hug the arms in towards the ears. Inhale, send the gaze between the hands, step or float the feet in, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, sweep the fingertips up, lift your heart away from the tailbone, and exhale, hands come through to heart center. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, sit the hips back, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, step or jump or float the feet back. And inhale into your upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right foot through between the hands, reach the fingertips up, find your high lunge, take a Kali Mudra. So interlacing the fingers, index finger stays long. Inhale here, exhale, dip through the back leg. And straighten. Bend through the back leg. And lengthen. One more, bend through that back leg. And lengthen. And then from here, floating forwards, lift that back leg away from the mat, bring the hands down, find your standing split. So left leg reaches up, option to wrap your right arm around the right leg, drawing the forehead in towards the shin. Pointing through the left toes, reaching them up, opening into the hip space. Now, unraveling from here, take a really big step back with that left foot. Open out to a warrior two. From your warrior two, inhale, lift up and out from the waist. Find your reverse warrior. An option to bring that left arm around the back of the body. Maybe the left hand finds the right thigh. And then releasing from your reverse warrior, we're going to hands down to the mat, an option to take a little kick up to handstand here. Then meet back in our plank position. Flow through your chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhaling back to your downward facing dog, starting to feel that aliveness within the body. Oh, what a good feeling it is. Just always remembering you can take a child's pose at any time if you need to in the practice. Inhale, we step the left foot through between the hands, reach the fingertips up, lift up and out from the waist. We're going to take these dips with the back leg now, so finding Kali Mudra with the hands, dipping, bending through that back right knee and lifting. Two more, bending and lifting, bending and lifting. Grounding into your left foot, finding your standing split. So right foot's reaching up. Option to wrap this left arm around the left leg, draw your forehead in towards the shin. Breathing here. Now lifting the chest, take that really big step back with the right foot, open out into warrior two and then into your reverse warrior. Right hand threads around the back of the body, maybe it finds the left thigh. That's just an option. Breathing here. Unraveling, bringing your hands down to the mat. Maybe taking that little kick up to handstand. And vinyasa-ing your way through. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Hips lifting away from the ribs. So we're going to go through that sequence again now, and option to add on some little bits here and there. So on your next inhale, send this right foot through between the hands. Reach the fingertips up, fine. Start to dip down through that left knee and bring it back up. Bending through the left leg again and coming back up. Last one, bending through the left leg and coming back up. And then release the hands from the Kali Mudra. Exhale, bring the left hand out in front, right arm reaches back, finding a little twist. Option to take your evolved reverse warrior here. So right hand comes down to the back of the left thigh, left arm's reaching up and over, heart's lifting towards the ceiling. And float the arms forwards. Reach that left leg up, find your standing split. So option to wrap the right arm around the right leg. And then add on here, if you want to take it, bend into that left leg and maybe the right hand finds the left foot, just maybe. Breathing here. Well done. Release the hand from the foot if you took it there. Take that big step back into your warrior two and then over into your reverse warrior. Threading the left arm around the back of the body, maybe finding the right thigh. And then exhale, little add-on here, option to float into your extended side angle. So coming over this front leg, right hand maybe comes down to the ground, maybe the forearm comes to the thigh. Breathing here. Inhale, float back up to warrior two. And then we're gonna bring the hands down to the mat. Maybe kicking up into a little handstand. And then coming back down to plank. Vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Well done. Take a moment to reconnect with your breath. Check in with your body. Inhale, step the left foot through between the hands. Reach the fingertips up. Find your Kali Mudra. Lifting up and out from the waist. Drop the back knee down to the mat. And bring it back up. Drop it down again for two. Bring it back up. Drop it down again for three. Bring it back up. Option to reach those right fingertips out in front, left fingertips reach back. Find your evolved reverse warrior. Left hand comes down to the right thigh. Right arm's reaching up and over. And releasing, floating those arms around, coming into your standing split. Option to wrap this left arm around the left leg, reaching that right foot up towards the ceiling. And then option to bend through that right leg and left hand maybe finds that right foot, stretching into the quad. Breathing here. And then releasing that leg, taking your big step back to find your warrior two, floating into your reverse warrior. Maybe the right hand's finding that left thigh. And then adding in your extended side angle here. So coming over that front leg, maybe the left hand comes down to the ground or a block, or you could take the forearm to the thigh, extending the gaze up to the ceiling. Inhale, come back to your warrior two. And then we're going to float the hands down to the mat. Option to take a little kick up to handstand. And come back down to plank. Flow through your chaturanga. Inhaling upward facing dog or cobra. Exhaling back to your downward facing dog. And breathe. Take a child's pose if you wish to. From here, we're going to step or float the feet back in towards the hands. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sit the hips back, find Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. And breathe, breathe here. Just standing in your Tadasana mountain pose. From here, turn to the side and take a big step out, finding our Prasarita position with the legs, toes pointing forwards. Inhale, reach the crown of the head to the ceiling. And exhale, float the body down. You can wave the arms down like a swan dive into your Prasarita. We're going to take these movements from here. So on your inhale, drawing the belly in, curling up. Exhale, floating down. So inhale, curling up. Exhale, floating down. Inhale, curling up. Exhale, floating down. Staying down in the fold now. Option, if it's in your practice, to bring the head down to the mat. Come into your tripod headstand here, so lifting the feet away. Seeing if you can bring the toes in, almost like a Baddha Konasana position, but instead of the full soles of the feet touching, which you could do, just having the toes touching maybe. Maybe seeing if you can lengthen through the legs and tap one toe down to one side and the other down to the other side. Having a little bit of fun here. Taking leg variations that feel good for you. And then finally bringing the feet back down to the mat. And inhale, lift the chest. Lengthen through the spine. And step or jump the feet in slightly, toes pointing out. Drop your hips down, finding our Malasana. Taking any modifications that you need here, any blocks under the hips or the heels. Reach the crown of the head to the ceiling. And drop the hips down to the mat. Well done. Bring the legs out in front, lengthening through the legs, flexing the feet. Find a neutral spine. Inhale, reach the crown of the head to the ceiling. Exhale, walk the hands forwards, folding forwards, leading with the chest bone, Paschimottanasana. So working towards getting the belly coming over the thighs. Think about reaching forwards with the crown of the head rather than down. One more deep breath here in your fold. Inhale, lift the chest, walk the hands back in. Find your way into a comfortable seated position on your mat. And we're going to close down the eyes or take your gaze out in front and just bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. And start to notice your belly expanding with your breath. Or maybe you can feel your chest rising and falling. And just allow this practice to absorb, to wash over you. Whatever did or didn't happen in your practice today, just honouring that you showed up on your mat, that you gave this time to yourself. Maybe just checking in with, what does my body want me to know? Releasing the hands when you're ready. Opening the eyes back up if you had them closed. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here, joining me in this practice. I hope that you enjoyed those movements. Please do comment and like, feedback to me, share this video with friends. If you enjoyed the flow, and yeah, it's completely free to subscribe to this channel. I always love hearing from you, and just thank you so much for flowing with me today, and I look forward to hopefully practicing with you again very, very soon. Take care. Bye bye.